In this video, I'm going to show you the best basic concept that you can use to defend gun bunch. In particularly, we're going to be looking at a defense that is really set up well to defend things like bunch trail, Z-spot, flood, some of those popular passing concepts that you're going to get whenever you face a good bunch player. Now, if you're new to the channel, I want to encourage you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. It's completely free to subscribe to the channel, and it just allows you to stay up to date with everything that we have coming here on the channel. I upload videos every single day, and today we're talking about the nickel normal defense. You can find this in several playbooks. Right now, I'm in the San Francisco 49ers playbook, or actually I'm in the 46 playbook, but I've written an ebook on nickel normal, and in particular nickel normal that is found in the San Francisco 49ers defensive playbook. It's the best one in my personal opinion, best nickel normal in the game by far. And we're going to talk about a coverage that you can find in that, and that is the cover 6. And we're going to show you why this is so effective against the gun bunch. So I'm going to set a couple audibles here, just get some basic concepts out on the field. We're going to talk about verticals, of course. Vertical is one of the most popular plays. And then we're also going to talk a little bit about mesh post. Now, we're going to come out in the play bunch trail to teach from here. Bunch trail to me is the best bomb play in gun bunch. And we're going to show you how you can really do a good job, in my opinion, at locking it down with this defense. So like I said, if you want to get the full ebook, there's a link in the Patreon membership, or to the Patreon membership down in the description. You can sign up for the Patreon for just $10 a month. It gets you access to not only the nickel normal ebook, but all 13 ebooks that I've released so far this year. Okay, guys, so we're going to show you how to set this up. What I like to do is pinch my defense. I like to crash my line out probably 6 times. And I did a video on that earlier talking about the importance of this. We're then going to take this guy, Winovich, and we're going to put him in a quarterback spy. We're going to take Barmore here, and we're going to put him in a bluff blitz. And then what I like to do here is take Hightower and actually man him up on the tight end. That's going to help kind of bomb-proof the coverage a little bit and just help us play a little bit better against kind of some of those basic flooding combinations out of bunch. And then I like to blitz the vertical hook defender, which is the safety right here. Now, if you're worried about a running back out route, you can always put the corner on the left side into a hard flat. But I do like to leave the soft squat until they start just kind of taking their flats, taking their flats, taking their flats. Okay? So the way bunch trail works here, most people honestly just snap at stock. They might block their tight end. And what you're going to see is this corner route and post really is tough to guard. But with cover 6, what you're going to notice is this safety that's in the deep half will match onto it basically perfectly. Now, obviously, he caught it there, but if I click on right there, that's probably an easy interception. Now, let me show you something else about this. So I'm going to go to the cover 2 out of the nickel normal. And this is why people like this play so much. Because against cover 2, you're going to see here that the safety that is in a deep half is not going to guard it. However, in cover 6, because cover 6 is a matching defense, the safety will play that deep post route. Okay? The same thing can basically be said of the cover 3 defense out of this. So I'm going to grab just a basic... We'll actually go Mike Blitz 3 here and just show a basic concept from this. But again, this is just a cover 3. And, whoops, I did not mean to flip my play. Let me flip that back real quick. But against cover 3, what you'll see is, again, this post is difficult. Now, cover 3 will play it a little bit better than cover 2 will from time to time. But once he kind of crosses his face here, you see how you can kind of throw that. And again, I didn't get the right catch animation. But typically you can actually catch that against a cover 3 defense. Okay? Now the beauty of cover 6, and one of I think the difficult parts about bunch is they've got so many bombs that work on different hashes. They work a little bit differently depending on the hash. The beauty of cover 6 is it's not going to really matter. And I think that's super, super important. So what we're getting is a box check to the right, and we're getting this nice little deep half that will match that solo receiver vertically if he goes on that skinny post. So as you see right there, he plays it really, really well. Now, one of the secret little tips that I like to tell people about this deep half is if you get it lower in the box. So if you get it like kind of down right in here. Now, if you are going to do this, I would really recommend taking this guy and putting him on a cloud flat, because if they get you in a bad logic, you can get into a little bit of trouble. But what I want to show one more thing here on this is that when you bring this safety down into the box like this, what you're going to notice is even if they run that wheel, you're going to see here, you can kind of poach on that, but look at how well that safety will guard pretty much anything that they're going to do out of bunch. And I'll show this one more time here. So what you're going to see, my safety's down in the box. He's not in a great leverage position, but watch how he just basically locks right onto him and just covers that really, really well. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't show you this bomb concept that they will eventually run on you when they start to see something like these adjustments. And what we're going to do here is we're going to put the running back on a wheel, and we're going to fade the square receiver. What you're going to see here is at the snap of the ball, I can lob this over the top. So that's why I like to suggest that one way around that is to go ahead and put that cloud flat out there. So let me show you this one more time. So this is where they're going to start running things like the clear out play with a running back wheel or something. So if they start running something like that on you, just put that corner in a cloud, and now your guy's safe. Now he will cover it just fine if you leave him where he's at. But I do like to bring the safety down. I think it does help with other routes in the bunch. And you'll see now the cloud flat will get a jam. Actually, didn't get back too well on that. The cloud flat I don't think got a great jam on him. Probably because it's Mike Evans. But anyways. And if you leave this corner there, though, I'll show you real quick how to clear out. So if I leave that safety backed off, you'll see he'll play this perfectly. It doesn't really matter. Now, part of this is also because I'm on the hash, right? A little bit of a hash difference. But by and large, this defense, like I said, is very, very effective against bunch. Now, I want to turn our attention to the verticals play. So if you take a look at this, if I just snap this ball, the tight end is almost always open. You just throw that, and it's open, right? Well, what I like to do to counter the tight end route, as I throw my controller, what I like to do to counter that tight end route, because we love the cover 6 for pretty much everything else it's going to do, right? We love the fact that we can stop the post. We love the fact that we can stop almost everything that they can do flooding-wise to the bunch side. So what I like to do whenever they're running the vertical play is I'm just going to man up that tight end. And what you'll see is when I run this vertical play, the man coverage is out there alongside of that quarter defender. And that quarter defender, and this is something that I like to talk a lot about. I'm going to talk more about on the channel. But if you bring these guys down into the box, they're going to play significantly better. If you keep this guy wide, he can still get back on everything that they're going to run to the number one. So just keep that in mind. But also here on the verticals play, watch how much better you're going to get these match defenders to play. And you see right there, I mean, it's not really there, right? There's not a real opening. And the other thing about verticals then is now the last piece of this is, again, your user really needs to carry the crosser. But I want to show you what happens when he doesn't. And this is primarily because we brought the guy down into the box. What you're going to see is he's going to drive on the route fairly effectively, and he's going to make a play. Now, might not be perfect 100% of the time, but that is something that you can do. Just by bringing these guys down into the box, you will be amazed at how well they will start playing for you. You'll be amazed at how few bombs will actually start to work just by bringing this defender like down in here. I think you're going to be very surprised at how well they start playing crossers. And we already know how well they're going to play these corner routes. You're going to see that these corner routes are very difficult to complete consistently against this defense. So with that being said, guys, that's how I like to stop some of the meta things out of bunch out of cover 6. I think cover 6 is one of the most underrated defenses in the game. My opinion, is probably the best base defense for coverage, most difficult coverage to bomb consistently if you know what you're doing with it. And we teach you how to use this and all of the other match defenses and send pressure from them and have a whole defensive scheme built around this. So if you want to learn that, or if you just want to get better at the game, head on down to that Patreon link in the description below. Join the Patreon today for just $10 a month. You're going to get immediate access to not only that match defense, but I've got 13 other defenses and offenses available for you over there. So there's just so much stuff that you're going to be able to learn, so many ebooks, so many guides, that you're going to walk away a better player, even if you only join for a month. So I would really encourage you to check it out. There's a link to sign up in the description of this video. So if you want to sign up, head on down to the description and check out that link.